Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of my Holy Wars tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at Marty's first big sort of distorted solo, so let's take a look. Take a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with this huge G major arpeggio. I want to start from 3 of the 6th string, do a hammer on to 7, and then do a hammer on from 5 to 10 on the 5th. Now as soon as I get to that 10 of the 5th string, I'm working pretty much a straight major arpeggio. It's a little bit of a different thing at the end anyway. From that major arpeggio, let's start from 10 of the 5th and just work it down, and you'll hear how predictable this is. I'm going 10 of the 5th, 9 of the 4th, 7 of the 3rd, and then I'm going to play 8 of the 2nd and then 7 to 10 on the 1st. As soon as I hit that 10, I want to pull off to the 7th, sort of go. We're doing sort of a light sweep here. After I've done that pull off, I want to play 8 of the 2nd string, 7 of the 3rd, and at the end of that, this is where it sort of gets a little bit strange sounding. So I think we end up on like a sus2 there. I'm doing a pull off from 9 to 7 on the 4th. So that whole arpeggio in its entirety is... Okay, then we work into this. Okay, so what I do here, I'm going to start from 8 of the 2nd string. So I play 8, and then 6, 10, and then I do a pull off from 10 to 6. And that 10 to 6 stuff was on the 1st string. Then I hit 8 of the 2nd, and then 10 of the 3rd. Okay, then from there, I want to slide from 9 to 12 on the 4th string. This is going to sort of work up a B flat major arpeggio. So what I'm doing here, from that slide, I went from 9 to 12, and then I want to hit 10 of the 3rd, 11 of the 2nd, 10 of the 1st. Okay, and then when I hit the top of that arpeggio, I do a pull off from 13 to 10, and I want to hit 10 again. Sort of go. Let's try the whole thing thus far, nice and slow. Okay, at the end of that I want to do a bend on 13 of the 2nd string, then get my pinky underneath the 13 of the 1st, and hit that 3 times. So we'll do the bend, and hit that 13th thrice. So let's try the whole thing thus far one more time. Then we go into just this last bit. Okay, so what I'm doing at the start of that was 16, 17 on the 1st string, slight vibrato when I get there, and I do a flat finger on 15 of the first 2 strings. So I'm playing 15 of the 1st, then 15 of the 2nd. Then what I do there is 17 on the 2nd string, bend in and out into a pull off. So I'm bending up and back on 17 to the 2nd, pulling off to the 15. Then what I do there is do a big bend on 20, bring it up and back, and then I hit it again and sort of do, I guess, a double vibrato. So that whole last chunk goes. It's sort of vibratoing and bending all of that together. So let's try the whole section nice and slow. So the next section, small disclaimer, if you don't have a 26th fret, like most of us in the entire universe, I had to make do with a pinch harmonic. So if you do have 26, you know, whatever's going on there at this part, do it. But for the rest of us, I'm doing a squeal on 10 of the 3rd string. We want to get that up 2 octaves. So we're going, and then up the next octave. So all together. I've got 3 up bends, so I bend 1, 2, 3. and then at the top of that one I hit it one more time, and then I bring it back down and hit it at the rest position. So I want to do 3 up, 1 more at the top, and then bring it back down and hit it again. We should have 5 picks altogether. 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we work into this arpeggio. So what I'm doing here is 22 of the first string, and then I want to do a slide from 18 to 15. Okay, then after that I want to play 19, 15 on the 3rd string, and then slide from 15 to 14, so it goes. So in a way we're kind of doing the same thing twice, doing 2 picks and a slide. Okay, so from when I've hit that 14 of the 3rd, I want to play 15 of the 4th, and then 17 of the 5th. And then I want to resolve that on the B flat on 13 of the 5th. Hopefully that's all making sense. So let's do that from the squeals. Hopefully that's all making sense, and then I work through these octaves. So I'm doing, I guess, approximately about 4 strums. 4 on each. So I'm starting off on 10 of the 5th and 12 of the 3rd, and I want to do 4 strums there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on 12 and 14. Then 13 and 15 of the 5th and 3rd string. And then the last one, I just hit 15 and 17 once. So it's kind of just a tremolo thing. So just fast as possible, accurately as possible, and just sort of move where the melody goes. Alright, let's try all of the second section nice and slow. Okay, let's have a look at the last chunk. I'm going to slide into 18 of the 2nd string. Then I do a hammer on from 15 to 18 on the 2nd string. And I flatten my ring to 18 of the 1st, and then back up to 18 of the 2nd. So it'll go. Okay, then as soon as I get to that 18 of the 2nd string, I'm going to pull off to 15 of the 2nd, and then play 18 of the 3rd. So it'll go. Okay, then at the end of that I go. So what I'm doing there is a hammer on 15, 18, back to 15 on the 2nd string, and then 18, 17, 15, I'm plucking the 18 and then pulling off the rest on the 3rd string. So that last little chunk will go all together. Then it goes after that. Let's do this last little chunk now. I'm doing a pull off from 18 to 15 on the 2nd string again, 18 of the 3rd, and then I go down to 15 of the 2nd string. So I go. Okay, then I do the 18, 17, 15 thing again on the 3rd string. So thus far. Okay, then at the end of that I go. So I jump to 17 of the 4th, and then did a pull off from 15 to 17 on the 3rd. So it'll go. At the end of that, my big bend on 20 of the 1st string. So that last little chunk again. Alright, let's try the whole thing now. And that's all of Marty's first big distorted solo in Holy Wars. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll get the second one happening as soon as I can. Take care.